years now, The Walking Dead and Comic-Con have gone together like a sharp machete and the screaming head of a bloodthirsty walker. And with the hit show The Walking Dead gearing up for its 10th season this fall, The Walking Dead Comic-Con connection isn't stopping anytime soon. Please welcome the very wonderful cast of The Walking Dead, Norman Reedus, Kaylee Fleming, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
I am so excited you guys are here. Kaylee, I've been talking your ear off about how great Judith has been this season, and this is your first Comic-Con too, right?
Yes.
What a crew you're rolling with here. Are they taking good care of you?
Yeah.
They giving you the good pointers for how to avoid the crowds?
Well, we like to interact with the fans.
Yeah?
Because they come here to see everyone and have a good time, so
Yeah.
I like to talk to them.
And your panel was yesterday. I
Yes.
heard it was awesome.
It was awesome.
It was fun. So obviously we're feeling a little nostalgic because it's been 10 years of The Walking Dead. That's an incredible run for a show. And as I was prepping for this segment, I was looking back and I was looking at some of like the earliest scenes on the show, and it's crazy how far we've come. So indulge me because I brought some clips with me.
Okay.
And I wanted to show each of you, remind you, your first scenes on the show. Now, Kaylee, I'm cheating a little bit with you. We were talking about this before we went live, but I actually brought Judith's first scene, which you've never seen before. So get ready. But first we'll start with...
It's a lot.
It's a lot. You know, we're gonna cover her eyes maybe if we need to too. But
Yes.
Norman, starting with you, you said you actually didn't remember what your first scene was, but it's from season 1, episode 3.
Yeah.
Tell it to the frogs.
I know what it is.
You know what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
It's the one where,
Well,
I think
we
it's
can watch
Greg's
it.
head I shoot with the thingy, right? And then
Let's
kick him.
let's watch. We can all watch.
Yep.
Jesus.
Son of a bitch.
Some bitch.
That's my deer. Look at it, all gnawed on by this filthy, disease-bearing, motherless, poxy bastard.
Calm down, son. That's not helping.
What do you know about it, old man? You take that stupid hat and go back down Golden Pond.
Yeah.
Look at that little baby
That was
Daryl.
That was fun, yeah.
Daryl is such a different character by now. That was the
Yeah.
thing that like blew my mind. He was so different. What has been so important for you for his evolution over the years?
I remember that day, too, because that whole cast were all friends already, and I remember Bernthal looking at me like, all right, let's see who you are. You know, I was super nervous, and Greg Nicotero, after that scene, he's the zombie that, you know, right after this, that the mouth moves, and I shoot it with an arrow, and then that was Greg's head, and then he's sitting in the van with me on the way back to set, and he's talking to me. He's like, yeah, I was talking to John Carpenter about you. Yeah, and I'm like, who is this zombie guy? That's it's super weird. But yeah, that was a long time ago. You know, we came to that camp to rob them. So, I mean, the evolution of who I was then to who I am now is completely 180 degrees different.
He was a bit of a flawed guy back then, and now
Yeah.
he's like one of the hearts at the center of the.
He was a real jerk back then, yeah.
You're much nicer now. Okay, Kaylee, we built it up now, but I did again. You're gonna see some characters we haven't seen on the show in a little bit. Let's roll the
God.
first Judith scene.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh.
We have to go.
No, that was Maggie holding me. Aw, Aunt Maggie was taking care of me.
We clipped out any of the gory stuff, of
Yeah, I
course.
was
We
gonna
wanted to
say,
keep it safe for
listen.
TV. But like, it is interesting that Judith has been a presence on the show for so long, but not a character really until you came on. What was most important for you to capture about Judith when you did get to start playing her?
I wanted to capture how she had the legacy of Carl and Rick, and you know, the hat has been passed down for a while, and it's really important, and the gun is really important, and so I wanted to make sure that I tried to use them well. Well, I tried, and so that was really fun for me. I wanted to make sure that the hat and the gun were being taken care of.
And you're a little spitfire too. You get some fun scenes to shoot too. And we saw that this past season. You guys are a bit into shooting season 10 now as
Yes.
well. Yeah, I cannot wait to see what's coming up next. Now, you said before we started you have only seen season 9 scenes, which
Yeah.
means you have not seen this one's first introduction as Negan. You were really excited to see it though.
See it.
Why not?
All right, let's roll.
Just remember, this was a long time ago.
All right, let's
Pissing our pants yet? Boy, do I have a feeling we're getting close.
Oh no. He's gonna kill somebody.
Gonna be pee-pee pants city here real soon.
Yay. See, that was nothing.
Bad news, he actually killed 2 people.
I had a, no, you
Yes,
see, no,
yeah.
oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
But really, Jeffrey, I wanted an excuse to show that scene again because what an introduction for Negan. But he is another character who's changed a lot in this time jump.
Yeah.
What do you think when you look back at where he started?
In a lot of ways, it felt like we shot that yesterday, and then in another way, it was like a lifetime ago because of sort of the evolution that Negan's been going through, and with the time jump. I think Negan has definitely changed a bit from that introduction and coming out of the Winnebago to where he is today, certainly. But it's cool to see. I mean, I remember it very well.
I know. I mean, we all do. Trust me. It was traumatizing. We're barely recovered these many years later. Now, we don't have much time left with you. I know you guys can't talk spoilers or anything about what's coming up next, but we did get, in addition to the Walking Dead Season 10 trailer, in your panel, we got a teaser for the Rick movie that is going to be coming. You know, we know that that's kind of taking place in a different timeline, but do you hope, or time frame, I should say, do you hope that Rick will at some point get to reunite with your characters in some capacity, meet you as Judith? Like, what are your hopes for that character?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that if that's on the cards, that should, without a doubt, happen. I mean, it's such a family group, and I think it would be hard not to have that family be part of the story dynamic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you hope that the film, whatever that film is, will tie into what we've already built with the TV and at least a character or two that is on the show, because this world is so kind of big and vast, but it's still a family, and let's keep it that way. You know?
You'd be so proud of Judith.
Aw, I think it would be cool for them to actually meet because Michonne was there when he blew up the bridge, and all she knows is that she thinks he's dead. And so that's all that Judith has heard. And I think it would be cool for Judith to see Rick because it'd be a surprise to her.
I think he'd be damn proud of you.
I think he'd be so proud.
I think he would too.
Well, awesome. Thank you all so much for
thank
indulging me on this trip down memory lane. Such a pleasure chatting with you all. The 10th season of The Walking Dead premieres on AMC on October 6th. Coming up next, we've got more Walking Dead, so stick around and don't miss a minute because IGN Live at Comic-Con will be right back after this.